ICE raids are coming to LA, and I am going to tell you when they're coming. But before I do that, if you don't know, I'm CFH Unfiltered. I'm a combat veteran and former sniper, and I'm using my platform to protect undocumented immigrants. And that pisses a lot of people off, especially my veteran buddies, and I am going to make a video after this fucking video telling you exactly why I'm doing this. Somebody in the immigration department leaked a internal memo to the LA Times saying that there's going to be large-scale raids in the Los Angeles area. Just to make absolutely sure this is true, I contacted my sources, and they, in fact, confirmed this. So, if you are an undocumented person or you have family that is undocumented in the LA area, I mean, it's coming, right? Because it's not just going to be the criminals and the people who were prior deported. If you are undocumented and you have a criminal history or you have been deported before, I would suggest now's probably a good time to leave the country legitimately, because my sources are telling me that they're going to put those people in federal prison. I cannot tell you the exact date these raids are starting, but I will tell you that they might begin the last week of February. The last week of February. This can all change now that this internal document has been leaked, but this is the information that I have right now. Good luck.
Already, Shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I'm the brother I'm one from Nantucket, Florida, from the Cameron Props in Babylon. Come on, another quick hit to the span part by YAHAWASHI. Lord wanted to edify and feed the sheep. Devil said I was an apostle, great millstone who teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who pushing this work and true sincerity to the scattered abroad. And I want to go into this lesson, already going into this thing over there that had caught some attention. All right, with this information that came out, all right, going into ICE planning large immigration raid in LA. Okay, linked memo says. All right, so you had as you see in the video, this guy breaking down, all right, going into what these devils plan on doing. All right, and we've been saying this, man. All right, that Esau's about to show his horns. All right, he's about to show his true wickedness, man. All right, he's about to retaliate in an aggressive way. We're only going to see more and more of this. All right, and as times get worse, all right, pertaining to Esau, all right, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, which is the wicked that rule the earth today. All right, reading a little bit, it says, briefly says, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, known as the ICE. It says agents will conduct a large-scale immigration raid in L.A. soon, according to the report by the LA Times. Now, you had certain things that were just being, taken down, all right, due to this information being, that it came out, okay, or whatnot. All right, but the point is that you have it where Esau, okay, is about to, all right, have a large scale, raid. Okay, now you had it where this guy Trump already had made it known when he first came into the office, or when he was signing a bunch of these executive orders, that he already made it known before he got into the office that he was going to do what? All right, he was going to, have that 1 million, all right, deportation. All right, so this is a way of him showing, all right, that he's going to do it, okay, on a mass scale, okay? And you have it where a lot of Northern Kingdom are stationed, all right, over there in L.A., all right? And you have it around, okay, around the world, and necessarily, okay, you have it where, Northern Kingdom, all right, which is so-called Negroes, Latinos, all right, even Native Americans, okay, all right, but eventually this devil's going to come down, all right, upon your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, all right. The objective is that these devils will want to eventually get to that goal, man. All right, and we can see that how they've been taking these, actions, man. Okay, towards with this ICE thing, man. All right, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab the scriptures and get right into it. All right, not to make this too long. All right, but bringing this out, man, because this is important. All right, knowing that we're in the times where this devil, all right, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, all right, is about to, retaliate very aggressive. Okay, I should say very aggressively. Okay, so this is the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12. It reads, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." And you had recently this week that came out too as well. As we need to do a lesson on Lord willing. Spirit Hop on to do as well. All right, going into how you had it in where was it located at? I can't remember. Lord, when it come to me, but they had it where they was putting in these actions, okay, for where it came to hate crimes, or these laws that were being put in action, okay, when it comes to these hate crimes, that if anyone was to speak out of term or speak against these certain guidelines or against these guidelines, all right, that hey, you will be doing some time, all right, Lord, when it come to me. But this is just this devil showing you, man, he's about to crank it up, all right. So it says, Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." It says, "Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea." All right, and you got a lot of people who trust in this system, all right, who are wholeheartedly dependent on this makeup of America, man. You see, but hey, you're gonna have it. Well, what? For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, okay, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right, so you're gonna have people who are gonna be in a state of distress when this devil starts to show his horns, as you can see here now. All right, you have a lot of our people, all right, Israelites, man, okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, who will trust in this devil's system, you see. And now he's showing you, all right, what he's gonna do when you trust in this system. All right, he's showing you his his other hand. All right, it says, I'll read that again, Revelation 12 and 12, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." And you know what, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, as we see these things, the Lord's elect men are going to rejoice. Okay, our brothers that we be the elect, but that hopeful elect, our brothers, sincerely fighting, okay, seeking, all right, doing what they can. All right, we're gonna have that statement of rejoicing, all right, because we're gonna know that this is towards the end, man. These things are gonna pop off. Okay, prophecy is gonna pop off more. All right, this is all towards the end, so we're knowing we're getting closer and closer to getting up out of here. All right, so we're gonna rejoice. Okay, it says, "Ye heavens," it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you." So this devil gonna come down, okay, with what? Having great wrath. So he's gonna show his wrath, okay, through his power that he has established amongst his earth. And one of those things was his military, okay, his troops, all right, his modern day troops, all right. You have it where what you see are these policemen, or what they call it, ICE. And brother brought it to my attention, there's a spirit, because he said when you take off the POL, all right, you get the ICE. It was like, damn, when you really think about it, it's like, damn, that's a spirit, because that's really what this devil's is pretty much putting out there. Like, he's sending his troops, man. All right, no matter how fancy he put it or word it. All right, it says "For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have that he knoweth Salakia." It says, "Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." All right, so this devil gonna retaliate to this aggression, okay, because he knows that he has but a short time. All right, which we know that Esau is gonna get busy, man. Okay, and this is where these things come in line, where what? Jacob's trouble, man. All right, you're gonna have it where these devils are gonna start using that sword and putting it to use on a mass level, you see, on a greater level, which leads to this, Okay, because you have it where even though this devil is doing these things when it comes to the northern kingdom, you don't want to get him mistaken, man, because this devil is going to show it amongst everyone. All right, which is 2 Corinthians 2:11 that says what? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant to knowing that this devil could turn this whole narrative that he's pointing towards these immigrants and pointing towards anyone that has the potential to come against his his system, man. All right, which this devil knows who he's truly targeting, which could lead to what persecution, man, which we know through the spirit probably by Shemel Shah, the Lord's gonna protect us men, or you sincere Akim brothers fighting truth and sincerity. But we know that this devil's gonna come with it, man. All right, which that's another lesson, all right, for another day. Okay, but it says 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, so when you see these things come out and something that this devil said or what's gonna do comes out, and they start taking things down, they started trying to get rid of the evidence, these things you hop on. Of course you do your research, you look into these things, but this thing is where Esau takes it, all right, and he tries to manipulate it, and you don't get it right in time, you can have it where this devil could run off with the birds with it, man. Okay, in other words, he can manipulate it to where everything's just everywhere. Okay, but even knowing that, he's not going to deceive. All right, starting with brothers, this serving Yahawah by spirit, shine truth and sincerity from elders and apostles, we're MILLSTONE it down. Okay, because we're going to be ahead of the curve, and being ahead of the curve is hopping on these things and seeing it through the spirit. All right, and everything that ties up with prophecy. All right, so knowing this is I'm gonna grab this right here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'll start at verse 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Okay, so you're gonna have it where this devil gonna show his his horns through his power, man. Okay, his military might, and then you have it where his ultimate goal is to what when they have these set up in these concentration camps, what do you think they're gonna be trying to introduce? All right, those who are caught up in these in that system, man. They're gonna try to enforce them that with that M to the O to the T to the B, man. Okay, they're gonna and put these things in action in these places where they're gonna establish prisons, man. Okay, and you had it where anyone who came out, all right, to come against where you're starting to speak on hate and this and that, whatever case, that you could do prison time. So they trying to take you to what they call it, it's a certain prison, but they trying to take you to the bay too. You see, it says verse 69. Then it says, and they, it's like it, that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahawashi. All right, so there's gonna be a lot going on, man. All right, you're gonna have a lot popping off. Okay, all right, these devils gonna come with it. They're gonna come down having that great wrath. Okay, and ultimately in this type of time, man, if you don't have Yahawah by Shemel Shai, you're gonna be ass out of luck, man. All right, but you see as how you have it with Esau showing a great example of that, what he saying that he could potentially come down, with a raid. Okay, so what is this telling you, man? Moving on, it says, verse 71: They shall be like madmen, sparing none. What is that raid consist of? They busting on your door. And when I was for a short testimony, when I was younger, and I was younger, all right, I had it where one night I was sleeping, man, and I seen some flashing lights, and I looked and see what the hell was going on because the lights were so bright. Before I knew it, they was pointing out my window. I closed the curtain. Jay tried to go back to sleep. Like, oh man, I don't know what the hell that was, but I like you didn't see it. And then you hear this huge knock and bam on the door. And I was the first one to get up before any of my other siblings. And it was a beating like you never heard before, man. Like someone was trying to break in your house. And it was a tool they used, and they busted the door open. And I remember it was just a bunch of, yelling and screaming and barrels to your face, and lights and beams to my face, man. It was saying, get on the floor, get out. And I remember they had me, all my siblings lined up, my parents lined up against the floor, okay, because they was coming for some reason, okay. Of course, they can't, but they came and they showed their horns, man. So you're seeing this at a young age. What do you think is gonna be when they come down having that large scale raid? It's gonna be like a madman sparing none, man. Okay, and these devils are gonna retaliate on the way of a whole nother level you've never seen before. Okay, they're gonna show their horns, man. Okay, we can't say it enough. Esau's gonna show his horns, meaning his wickedness, man. He's gonna show it, okay, to the full extent. You got a lot of these devils who are dislike, all right, Jake, man, and they can't wait to demonstrate their hatred, that perpetual hatred. So with these raids, man, they're gonna do it. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord YAHAWASHI. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All right, and that's the times we're coming into. All right. One moment it could be a thing where they're particularly targeting a certain people, and then it could be, the ones that you least expected. All right. Turn around, Esau, want to come for ones that's, whatever the case might be, man. Which we know, all right, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, what these devils, have that mindset of slowly proceeding with gradualism, where they trying to get to this thing, man. But hey, it's all through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. All right. Which reminds me of this. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 13, starting at verse 16. Getting the point, actually. It says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. All right. And that's the time we're approaching, man. Okay. Jacob's trouble. Okay. What you have where this can go in, into these things where, Esau, all right, taking full advantage, all right, with these raids, man. Okay. He coming in and taking your, your loved ones, all right, whoever it doesn't belong here, he can come in and all right, act on these actions, okay, however they please, man. Okay, and it's only going to get more intensified, okay? Reading that again, Isaiah 13:16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. And the times we're approaching, man, Jacob's trouble, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be like a time like never before, man. All right. Okay. Where Jeremiah 30:4 reads, it says, for these are the words that the Lord YAHAWASHI spec concerning Israel and concerning Judah, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. Right now, you're seeing it happen amongst the so-called Latinos. Okay. All right. You're seeing that these things are stirring up amongst our people. It says, verse 5, for thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. All right. You have it where, Jake be trying to find rest here, man. You're not going to have peace, okay, knowing that you're going to have these devils knocking and banging at your door, okay, at a certain time of the night, or busting in your door at a certain time of night, man. You ain't going to be able to sleep with that. You got Jake right now that's, can't even get no rest at night, because they're constantly at fear of not of peace, okay, in this place, man. All right, of these devils bomb rushing, okay, or coming and knocking on their doors. Okay, what does that tell you? Continuing, it says, verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So you're going to see grown men, all right? You're going to see full-grown men, bodybuilders, okay, juice heads. You're going to see just normal, your average, so-called men, all right, be terrified in that day to where they even be as how a woman would be in travail, okay, with child, man. Okay, shaking and trembling, okay, sweating, nervous, terrified, the whole nine. Bitching up, man. Okay, it says, and all faces are turned into paleness. Okay, you ever seen someone so frightened that they have a scene where like their spirit jumped out of their body and left them, pretty much lifeless. You're gonna see a lot of people with that same actual confused, shamed, lost, terror, all in one in their faces, man, in that day. Okay, even our people, when these devils start to, bring back these executions, man, which this devil that they voted for, this was one of his goals. You want to bring back public, quote unquote, executions, man. So this is what you getting. This is what you got. All right. Verse 7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. So there's no day that is going to compare to this, all right, at all. Because this is going to far succeed anything that has happened upon this place. All right, as you know, is America. Okay. It says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay. So there's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. Once again, it's only going to get worse. Okay. Perilous times, great troubles. It's only going to get worse, man. Okay. So, hey, knowing this, seek YAHAWASHI while you have the opportunity to do so, man. All right. But hey, that was in my spirit to bring out. Once again, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you. I can walk to seek the Lord in truth and sincerity. All right, but I'm closing out by giving all glory and praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Once again, double honors to those in the apostle, great millstone, teach you well. Until next time I say, Shalom.